Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ice from the Ice to Closer channel, and we have a banger for you today. Now, the channel will be pivoting a little bit to focus strictly and primarily on new and prospective riders, covering the rider experience. With that in mind, I have a crazy video. This is me in a torrential downpour. This is something that most riders will have to face in their lifetime, and I want to make sure that we can all do it as safe as possible. How did I get in this situation? I was traveling between multiple cities, and one city was sunny, and 15 minutes of commute later, it was raining a little bit, and I was like, oh, that's not an issue. I only have 10 minutes left in my trip. And 2 minutes later, I was in a flash flood. By the time I finished this ride, my boots were like an ocean, and I was pouring all of the water from the boots into the toilet. What do you do when you find yourself in this situation? Now, those who have been following the channel for a while know that earlier on in my riding career, which has been about 19 months, so we're really talking about the first 7 or 8 months, I was in the rain a lot, just so I would be prepared for moments like these. Now, a lot of people are afraid of riding a motorcycle in the rain, and for good reason. However, some of the things that you may have heard are wrong. For example, you do lose some grip in the rain, but it's not as much as you would think. On average, a tire loses about 10% grip in the rain. The biggest issues you'll face is not the friction between your tires and the concrete just because it's wet, but it'll be the type of gooky stuff that you'll see later in this video when you see some of the yellow stuff, some of the yellow runoff, some of that oil, and people's cars that may be out of inspection, and all that diesel, all of that stuff is a very slick surface, and after about 30 minutes of rain, most of it's washed away, but in that first 30 minutes, it can get a little slick out there. However, that's still not the biggest issue you'll face. The biggest issue you'll face is the people, and if you've been paying attention to my riding style in this video, you will notice that at a lot of lights, I really try not to stop behind any cars, and I try to get in front of all of the cars. This is just out of pure protection for myself, to make sure that someone who's not paying attention, may not have their windshield wipers working, won't just ram into the back of me, because that is one of the most popular causes of motorcycle accidents. I really try to be proactive in how I protect myself in that way. So at the end of the day, what most riders have heard before, you have to ride your own ride and take the precautions that you feel will protect you the most. The reason I was comfortable and did not pull over, as some people would be like, why don't you pull over under a bridge or go to a gas station, which if you are a new rider and you are concerned, or if you're scared in this situation, pull over. It's okay, relax, rest, wait it out. But I knew I was about 10 minutes away from my destination, and I have practiced in a torrential downpour before. In a couple of torrential downpours, I knew what I needed to do to keep myself safe and protect myself. And with that in mind, if you see that yellow stuff I'm going over right now, that's all like mud, gook, oil. That's the stuff that you want to be careful of. If you see the tires of the cars, you see kind of some of the flooding coming up. That was also underneath my bike, so this is around the time my shoes started to get flooded, because they're waterproof, but when the water gets over the boots and kind of into my sock, that's where the issue was. So I was just trying to get home, and that's what you just have to do as a rider. You got to get home safe. Practice if you can in torrential downpours in your neighborhood or something like that, in safe, controlled environments, so that if you do get caught in the rain and you do not have an option to pull over, you can make it home safe. If you have an option to pull over, you don't need to be a tough guy or prove a point. Pull over, be safe, and safe riding. I love y'all. Peace. It's coming down. Oh my God. What is wrong with me?
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, no. 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 Oh, shoot. Ah. Ow, that hurt like a mug. Oh, it is wet. I am wet. Oh boy. Wow. 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 I can't see. Darn thing. Oh my God. I am 100% stuck.